The year 2025 saw a record number of small business and large business bankruptcies, over 700, which was more than we had seen in 15 years. And of course, according to the jobs reports, the industry numbers, most industries in the United States are in fact suffering with the exception of healthcare. But there is another industry in Washington, D.C., solely located, by the way, in Washington, D.C., that is doing better than ever in ways that they never thought possible. Because a new sub-industry has emerged inside that main industry. The main industry, of course, is the lobbying industry in Washington, D.C. The sub-industry that lobbyists are now cashing in on is the pardon mill that has erupted from people across the country, criminals realizing we can actually pay to get Donald Trump to give me or us or you a presidential pardon. It is an industry that now gets about $6 million per pardon. Now, technically, as far as we know, that money is only going to the lobbyists. But some of the lobbying firms cashing in are run by Donald Trump's good buddies. His former bodyguard is in the business of selling pardons, if you will. Legally, of course, as far as we know. But here's the thing. According to a recent report from the Wall Street Journal, you pay a $1 million upfront fee to the lobbyists. The lobbyists then go to their connections in the Trump administration trying to get you a pardon. The member of the Trump administration then takes it to Donald, yay or nay. You get it or you don't. But if you get it, that's when you then have to pay upwards of $6 million extra dollars because the lobbyist was successful. It's a lot of money, but we are talking about a ton of white-collar, wealthy people buying these pardons. The question I have is, what's the incentive for that middleman, right? Because the lobbyist has to go to a member of the administration who then goes to Trump. So what is this person getting? What do they get out of it? If they're not getting any money, why are they listening to the lobbyists, right? What's going on there? Because something doesn't smell right. And I'm not the only one who thinks something doesn't smell right about this. In fact, members of the Trump administration admit that it doesn't smell right because, as the Wall Street Journal reported, Trump advisors reportedly worry that the pardons will become a focal point for Democratic investigations should they regain control of the House or Senate in 2026. Uh-oh. See, to me, that's an admission. The people acting as the middlemen are worried that there's going to be investigations. Why would you worry? Trump has pardon power. Lobbyists are able to take money. That's not illegal. What would be illegal and worthy of an investigation is if you are getting kickbacks or if Trump himself is getting kickbacks. Now that's definitely something you should worry about, but that would be the only thing you should worry about, yet you are worried. So who's getting the kickbacks, guys? Because it seems like somebody sure is. Maybe we'll find out if Democrats retake the House. Not that it matters. Trump will pardon anybody involved. But we need answers, because those answers, even if Trump pardons any guilty parties, if they're guilty, maybe it's all legal. Who knows? But if the investigation turns up that we are, in fact, watching a pardon mill being run with kickbacks going through the White House, what that does is it puts a big spotlight on these ridiculous pardon powers that any president of the United States has, opening the door for the public to get behind a constitutional amendment to strip the president of these abilities. And yes, I am 100% in favor of that. That's what needs to happen at this point. The pardon process has become a joke. It has become a mockery. So Democrats do these investigations not because we need to put people in prison, We do, but we'll get there. But because the system needs to be reformed, and the only way to do that is to show the public how corrupt it's become. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.